When you think of the most influential figures in the history of WWE, there are a few names that immediately come to mind. People like Vince McMahon, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Rock. The game started out as the cerebral assassin inside the ring. At a very young age, his family relocated to the nearby town of Winchester, where he would grow up. On June 1995, the WWF held their first ever King of the Ring tournament. Paul Levesque entered the competition as one of 16 participants. His in-ring persona was called Hunter Hearst Helmsley, or Hunter for short. He made it all the way to the final, but lost to the British Bulldog. But it was his feud with the returning Shawn Michaels that truly captured the imagination of fans. Together they formed Evolution, a group that also included Ric Flair and Randy Orton, and his wife Stephanie welcomed their first child, a baby girl named Aurora. The birth of their daughter inspired Triple H to reevaluate his priorities in life, and he began dialing back his schedule in order to spend more time with his family. They currently reside in Connecticut, enjoying a life filled with family, philanthropy, and of course, professional wrestling. However, despite reducing his workload, Triple H continued to make significant contributions to the company, helping to develop new talent and oversee creative decisions. With a career spanning several decades, he has captured the hearts and minds of fans worldwide. However, despite these challenges, he has remained steadfast in his commitment to WWE and its fans. He has shown a willingness to evolve and adapt, embracing change and incorporating new ideas into the product. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more great videos. He has also demonstrated a deep respect for the history and tradition of professional wrestling, ensuring that WWE continues to honor its legacy while also pushing the boundaries of what is possible. As a gifted in-ring performer, he thrilled audiences with his exceptional athleticism and showmanship. He is a true legend of the sport, and his contributions will be remembered for generations to come. Whether he is competing in the ring, leading the company as chief content officer, or making a difference in the lives of others through his philanthropy, Triple H continues to embody the values of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. He is an inspiration to aspiring wrestlers and a role model for athletes around the world. As a masterful storyteller, he captivated fans with his ability to portray a wide range of characters and personas. And as a leader and mentor, he has helped to shape the careers of countless young wrestlers, passing on the torch to ensure the future of the sport. This faction would dominate WWE programming for several months, before eventually disbanding in 2005. He is also a dedicated philanthropist, using his platform and resources to make a positive impact on the lives of others. Through the Connor's Cure initiative, he has raised millions of dollars for pediatric cancer research and the V Foundation. He is also actively involved in various other charitable causes, demonstrating a deep commitment to giving back. Around this time, Triple H began transitioning into a more authoritative on-screen role, becoming the executive vice president of WWE, although he remained active in the ring, competing in high-profile matches against the likes of John Cena and Shawn Michaels. His focus was increasingly shifting towards his off-screen responsibilities. Their matches were instant classics and helped to usher in a new era of sports entertainment. Unfortunately, a serious quadriceps injury suffered by Michaels in 2003 forced him to hang up his boots, which meant that Triple H found himself without a marquee opponent once again. But rather than stepping away from the spotlight, Triple H took on a new mission: grooming the next generation of superstars. Through his work with the Performance Center, he has played a pivotal role in shaping the future of WWE, ensuring that the company's rich legacy of sports entertainment continues to thrive. Despite this, he continued to make a name for himself in the company. As a child, Paul was always drawn to the world of sports entertainment. Together, they developed one of the most dominant and memorable tag teams in history. They captured the WWF Tag Team Championship 6 times and were notorious for their use of the infamous "you tapped out" catchphrase after matches. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing. In 1997, Michaels suffered an injury that forced him to take time off. This led to Triple H pursuing a singles career for the first time. And while attending school at the University of Massachusetts, Amherst, he became a wrestling fan thanks to the influence of his future wife, Stephanie McMahon. Their rivalry culminated in a Hell in a Cell match at the 1998 King of the Ring event. He went on to have high-profile feuds with the likes of The Rock and Mick Foley. In 2000, he formed an alliance with the McMahon-Helmsley faction, solidifying his connection to the company's ownership. It was during this period that Triple H became known as the Cerebral Assassin, a cunning and ruthless character who often employed underhanded tactics to gain an advantage over his opponents. This persona was perfectly suited to Triple H's strengths as a performer, allowing him to showcase his exceptional mic skills and ability to connect with the audience. Triple H emerged victorious, establishing himself as a top star in the company. He would go on to win the WWF Championship for the first time in 1999 at the No Mercy pay-per-view. But it proved to be a short-lived reign, as he lost the title back to Stone Cold Steve Austin just 4 months later. He graduated with a degree in business management. He had no intention of becoming a wrestler. Instead, he got a job working for his father-in-law's company, the World Wrestling Federation. He won 14 world championships during his career, but more importantly, he was also a gifted promo and a phenomenal performer. And when his body wouldn't let him compete anymore, he transitioned into an incredibly powerful role behind the scenes. Today, he is the creative architect of WWE's future. Now, for those of us who have been fans of the product for a long time, it might be easy to sleep on Triple H, because we remember him as the annoying, self-righteous, and cocky corporate lackey from the early 2000s. But the fact is, Triple H's contributions to WWE over the past 3 decades cannot be understated. It's also impossible to argue with the results. Since taking over, he has ushered in a new era of fresh talent, exciting storylines, and spectacular events. But how did he get here? Well, join me today as we take a look back at the incredible journey of Paul Levesque, better known to WWE fans worldwide as Triple H. We'll explore the highs and lows of his career, how he overcame adversity, and examine why many people consider him to be the greatest WWE superstar of all time. Paul Michael Levesque was born on February 27, 1969, in Newton, Massachusetts. Initially, he worked behind the scenes in marketing and even served as an understudy for Gorilla Monsoon, but he would soon make an impact in the ring. In late 1996, he formed a formidable duo with Shawn Michaels, known collectively as the New Age Outlaws. He started feuding with The Undertaker over the control of the Ministry of Darkness, a cult-like group that the Deadmen had founded. Despite this setback, Triple H remained a prominent figure in the company. During this era, Triple H continued to capture championship gold, winning the WWF Championship a second time in 2002. Determined to stay at the forefront of the company, Triple H began mentoring a new up-and-coming star named Batista. As Triple H's in-ring career began to wind down, he took on a new challenge in 2009, when in 2013, he suffered a career-threatening injury that forced him to retire from in-ring competition. It should also be noted that Triple H and his wife, Stephanie McMahon, are the proud parents of 3 beautiful daughters. The game's impact on the world of professional wrestling cannot be overstated. However, Triple H's contributions to WWE go beyond his work as a wrestler and executive. In recent years, Triple H has faced his fair share of controversies. Some have criticized his leadership, while others have questioned his creative decisions. Overall, Triple H's impact on WWE and the world of professional wrestling as a whole is undeniable. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment below to let me know what you think.